Now, we all know that stress isn't good for us, but for the first time, research has suggested that reducing it benefits both our physical and our mental health. A new study has looked at the function called, now let me get this right, amygdala, which is responsible for emotions, survival instincts, and memory, and is more active when we are actually stressed. Authors believe the response it produces could also cause heart attack and stroke.
So we do know quite a lot about stress, and it's been known for a long time that stress is associated with of heart attacks and strokes and other diseases too. And stress seems to be physiologically driven by adrenaline, the stress hormones, the fight and flight response. What this study adds is a possible new mechanism that links stress, the psychological problem, with physiological change and then disease.
And then once you understood it, presumably then you can intervene earlier.
That's the hope. This study showed that increased activity in I call it the amygdala, which is a little nucleus in the brain, changes the activity, interestingly, in the bone marrow, which affects the quality of the blood, and also inflammation in the blood. And that might be the reason why you get an increased risk of heart attack and stroke, which are very common and often fatal diseases.
So how do you tell people to manage stress? What's the advice?
So, three things, I think. Someone came to me. The first thing is to get people to talk about it and acknowledge that they've got stress. Most people find it difficult to talk about these things. Often they say men find it particularly difficult, and often acknowledging it is therapeutic in itself. But then there's two other things. One is the consequences of stress. So what you want to do is manage the physical problems with raised blood pressure, heart rate, and deal with the psychological issues through psychological therapies. And then the other thing is dealing with the causes of stress. Much of it's driven by work-related problems, financial problems, relationship problems. So you would also perhaps, as a GP, refer people on to citizens' advice or relate to get that sorted out.
Those things obviously much harder to resolve now, can't they?
But often at the root cause.
Absolutely. Dr. Knapton, thank you very much for joining us.